Hello folks and welcome to Clash of the Canyon 6. We are here for round 2, front 9 of the FPO coverage. We are at Dellwood Disc Golf Course. And we want to thank Gatekeeper Media for being our presenting sponsor. And also our Patreons, as their support is always needed. My name is Nick Hanson, and alongside me I have Jessica. Jessica, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
I'm great, thanks for asking. We've got a great card here today for our second day. The second day was significantly more weather. There was quite the delay in the FPO starting. I think they started about 2 hours after their original tee time, and here's the card we have for today. And the leaderboard going into round 2, we have Hanna, Holly, Ellen, and Sarah on our card. And let's take a look at the bags. Starting with Hanna, she's a West Side sponsored player. She's going to be putting, I believe, the Hopes, Fuse for the mid-range, and then the Underworld, I believe, is going to be one of her main drivers.
And we're going to take a look at Holly's bag, sponsored by Innova. She putts with her studs, and it's been on fire. Loves her Mako and loves her Roadrunners and her Katana.
Yeah, she sure does, and I do feel like we're going to see some of those Roadrunners today. Next up, we have Ellen. She's also an Innova sponsored player. She's going to putt the Omega 4 though. Mid-range is going to be the Mako 3, and for those drivers, we're going to see the T-Bird and the Firebird, I would say.
And to end the card, we have Sarah Gilpin. She is a Dynamic sponsored player, Dynamic Disc. Her putters she loves is her EMAC Judge. Mid-range, it looks like a lot of the Suspects and the Truth, and along with the drivers of a Maverick and Evaders.
Yeah, as we hop into hole 1 here, it is a 600-foot par 4. There's 2 lanes to take. Most players are going to take this right lane that we're seeing here, and you really just want to get down to the flat if you can off your drive. If you can do that, you're going to have a shot down this tunnel to hopefully get your birdie. But realistically, I would say par is going to be a good score on this one today with the conditions.
Especially with that slanted green.
Yeah, and we have Hanna here first. As you can see, it looks much more wet today than it was yesterday.
A little bit of an off cue on her first. You know, nerves are always things.
They are, but a great first kick though, wouldn't you say? Holly up next here. She put the towel down there to get some traction, hopefully on the tee pads, as they are probably slick.
And it looks like it's working out well. If that holds it.
Oh. If that would have just held to the right a little bit. Holy, look at this roll.
And saved by the tree in a way, because it could have rolled OB.
Wow. We'll
she's
take
in a better
that, though.
position. Ellen getting on top of it a little bit, but hopefully she has a good area to go down to that fairway.
Sarah up here to end our tee on hole 1.
That was a smooth shot. Needs to get over slightly to the right. Just grabbed by that tree.
Yeah, so unfortunately only one of our players, it looked like, made it down the hill. So we're going to have some work to do here out of these 2 players up top.
Hole 1 is one of the hardest holes, you know?
Yeah, hole 1 did play as the hardest hole on the course again today. So par or bogey is going to be good on this hole, as it did play 1.36 strokes over par. So significantly over par. It played no birdies actually on the round today.
I liked Hannah's kind of jump putt right down to the fairway. Similar with Sarah. I think that's a great play.
Yeah, really just getting down to that flat so you then can attack the green is really going to be just where you want to start from after that, you know, after your drive lands up top.
Agreed. And Ellen with a miscue off to the left.
Yeah, footing is going to be a struggle, as some of these fairways are going to be pretty muddy today.
Ooh, Holly sneaking it up there.
Should be probably in the circle 2 range. I don't know that she'll run that one though from there. Oh,
that scared me.
I felt that one.
Yes, I'm worried about her hand, and then now her.
On the first hole too. Oh, that's not good.
That's what we heard, right? Was her
yeah,
hand?
we heard her hand hitting the tree there. Wow, I'm curious to see how the rest of this round now goes for her. You know, how hard did she hit it? Is it going to
Hope
affect
she's
her
okay.
grip? You know,
Yeah,
is she
especially if you're putting, right?
Is she going to be able to finish the round
sit,
even?
sit.
Wow. Holly here looks like throwing an approach shot. Oh no, sit down.
Sit. Oh.
Be nice.
Oh,
Okay.
it does. It can make your palms sweaty on this hole, doesn't it?
Anytime the disc is in the air for an upshot, we're just like, oh.
And sit down.
Oh.
No.
And you can actually hear the river running today, or the creek, whichever you'd like to say, but yesterday was pretty dry.
Ooh, that looked like a really good release with her hand especially. I'm happy to see that.
I was about to say, it looked like nothing even happened almost, so hopefully it's not too bad.
That was a good bid from Holly.
Yep.
Especially with that backdrop.
Yeah. Once you're aiming at the basket from that point, I feel like you're able to run into it a little bit, but when you're alongside it, it basically just runs OB if, you know, it gets up and rolls.
Sarah with a beautiful putt.
Great putt to get her par there from what looked like outside the circle.
It did. It has to feel good. Start off around that way.
Yeah, make a good outside the circle putt. I like to make one, as long as I make a good putt within the first 3 holes, I'm happy.
Ellen started off a little rough, but, you know, the grip, especially with that wet conditions.
Do you see her pointing at her disc? She's like, I think I see it. It's probably like floating down the river.
These spectators are absolutely fantastic here, so I'm sure someone's going to help her out.
I think someone actually jumped in the water to get it for her.
See?
Because they were like just floating away. It's not very deep, but so it's running pretty fast, and the disc gets actually picked up and swept away.
I was very impressed with Dellwood Disc Golf. The store, the property, the people.
Yeah.
Everyone tapping out.
Tapping out and thanking the people in the water for them. And we're going to get to hole 2. So hole 2 is a 420-foot par 4. There's going to be 2 Mandos on this hole. We just passed one. And the other one's going to be at the end of this fence here that you can see there on your left. Once you get around the corner, it's going to run down to the basket. So it's going to be a pretty tough birdie, but if they get it off the tee and they get a good shot, we're going to probably see at least one today, I would think. Sarah here first after carding that par on hole 1.
And that looks like it's about to be in great position. Oh, it just got snagged a little bit.
Yeah, if she gets just past those trees, there's a nice opening there for her. Holly next. Holly continuing with the towel on the tee pad for good traction.
And you can hear the wind starting to rip too. Oop,
and traction she got there. Look at that one.
Yes. That is a great landing zone.
Hanna next. Once again, looking good, but those 2 trees are kind of like the defenders of the fairway there. They're right where you want to throw the hyzer.
That was a beautiful backhand from Ellen.
Yeah, what a rip. Sarah up next with what looks like a forehand roller.
Love to see the play. Get off the tree.
Oh, shoot. Would have liked to see that one finish.
Hanna now is just going to have to contend with that left Mando. She gets around it, but gets cut by the tree.
Yeah, this bottom side is really a tough angle to get around just because it is a low ceiling once you get to the corner. And so basically you want to like skip something, but as you can see...
And then you also have the OB, right? Surrounding the green.
Yep. She wasn't very high off the ground and still got knocked down. So Holly here with a great line towards the basket.
That was very well executed.
Great shot to put her inside the circle.
A low shot skip from Ellen, and it was contending with that OB, but looks to be safe and just outside circle.
Yep, just outside circle. She's going to have a look there.
And Sarah executing that approach.
Great
right as
third
well.
shot from her to give herself a look at par.
Oh, good cut roll for Hanna.
Good. Rolled a little bit away at the end there, though, but still inside the circle, so she'll be happy about that.
I like to see the deep breath from Elen. Oh, that was a good putt stroke, especially from in those bushes.
Yep,
trees.
straddled from probably 35, 40 feet. Shoot. Just a little left. Maybe some, first round jitters.
Her hand might still be throbbing
Or second
from the
round, but
trees.
first round on film.
Yeah. Great putt from Sarah.
I'm going to card another par there, and her putting looks on today. Holly from what looks like Circle's Edge here for birdie.
I wonder if that wind kind of tested it too, That wind started to pick up right when she walked up to putt.
Yes, you maybe change your aim point and it doesn't move the disc as much as you thought it was going to move. So many things that come into play when you're putting.
Great comeback from Holly.
Good comeback, yep. You're completely right there to get her par. I'm sure she wanted the birdie there, but really no harm in taking a par on this one.
I agree.
As we finish hole 2 here, no birdies unfortunately, but we'll get some pars, and we're going to move on to hole number 3. Hole number 3 is 335 feet downhill, par 3. OB is going to be on the left side of the basket, and it's going to come around the green. So really you want to be playing in towards the trees to get your birdie. I would say sidearm is probably the favored route here, as we see Sarah going with one herself.
I could agree with you on that. I definitely feel like the forehand is the play. Making sure it goes down a little low so you're not too much by those canyons, which she has a really good look at still to basket for birdie.
Yep. It's a good spot to be. I'd rather be over there than out of bounds.
Agreed.
Holly up next, lining up the backhand.
Oh, I liked how low that was. It's a good angle.
Just going to skip right up there, right around Circle's Edge.
Elen with the forehand.
Oh my god.
She does not like that.
She hated that one out of the hand, folks, as you could probably tell. And, oh boy.
That was far. That was a bomb.
Yeah,
but
I think she kind of hooked it over and then got the wind.
She got a little excited.
Yeah. Oh. Stan. Hit and sit.
Oh, saved by the tree.
Hey.
That's good tree love.
Great tree love. Little tree love here and there. Don't hurt nobody.
That's disc golf, right?
Yeah, you got to get a little lucky.
Oh, good. I think that was a bid from Elen.
She might have been running it, but if she's running that one, that's pretty scary from back there.
And nice layup from Hanna.
Yep, good approach there. Get her inside the circle. Really want to take advantage of not being out of bounds and make sure she gets her par.
Yes. That's it.
Oh, no. Holly just going to be out of bounds there on the other side of the circle, unfortunately. Sarah here for her birdie.
Way to capitalize on that. That was a great putt from Sarah.
Good straddle putt there. I'm horrendous at straddle putts. I feel they're just way harder.
I'm actually all straddle.
All straddle?
Yes.
No way. You got any tips?
I would love to. Just a little light, you know? Just a little light. The change just pushed that out.
Got to commit to those. And, you know, you saw it there. Just kind of soft on the left side and out.
Holly with her comeback. I love to see her making that, especially with going OB. I know that can be hard mentally, so that was a good comeback putt.
Yep, strong putt there. I know she wanted a birdie, but at least she made the second putt. Ellen here, she's going to be cleaning up for bogey. She kind of has one foot in the air.
Yeah, she does balancing act. I like that. It works for her.
Yeah, I know one other guy that does that.
Didn't Drew Gibson do that for a while? Or does he still?
I'm not sure on that. But we're on hole 4. 468-foot par 4. It's going to be pretty straight, but there is going to be OB on the right and left-hand side. Players are really just going to want to get out somewhere in the fairway, so that way they have about a, under 200-foot approach to get their birdie. Sarah's up here first.
Oh, hold it. That's a good flight of her disc. And it settles right before the OB.
Pushing that OB line, but like you said, that was a good flight there. She got a little turn out of it, so I bet she's happy with that one. Holly next here, lining up the backhand.
I like to see that. And it settles nicely.
Nice shot. I think that is the ideal side of the fairway to be on, so players kind of have that straight to hyzer approach.
Yeah, it's because of the guarded green. Ellen's going straight at a little bit more turn.
Well, that's a good shot.
But she's got a lot of distance.
A lot of distance, and it's going to set up for her sidearm. Yep. So, she might be playing to that side with more turn than the other players.
That was very well executed. Her form is great.
Yeah, way to commit to that one after the last tee shot. You got to commit to your shots, and she did it there.
Sarah with her approach. That's going to nestle in nicely.
What a shot. That might even be in the bullseye.
I like to see the spectators out for the ladies. Oh.
Oof. That's going to leave her at the backside of circle 2, unfortunately, but should be able to get up and down for her par still.
A little early releases. Hannah coming in on her hyzer for her approach, and perfect.
Good shot. She's kind of looking for a bounce back. She kind of had a rough couple first holes there, but I feel like she can do it after the round she put up yesterday.
I like to see her on coverage. Definitely, she earned it. It's just, I think it definitely gets the nerves going. Takes a couple holes to get into it, right?
Yeah, to remind yourself that you're playing the same game you did yesterday.
That's a very good perspective. Ooh, Ellen.
Oh.
I thought that was it.
And running it on the pro side? Oh, wow. That was some good power from back there, because she was like a half straddle.
That's a great birdie from Hannah.
It's a good way to get back on track.
Yes.
Not where she wants to be right now, but, you got to start somewhere, and getting your first birdie on the card for the round is always a good feeling.
She's probably thinking, I'm just settling in.
Yep.
Ellen with her par putt. Oh, little slip.
Yeah, you got to be watching your footing out here today.
Ooh, that makes me nervous. Don't want anyone injured.
No, and the tournament staff was very good about everything that was going on with the weather and what kind of conditions it was creating on the course. So they definitely did everything within their power and what they should do to make it safe for all the players. So
I love to hear that.
Good on them for the choices they made, even though they were tough over the weekend.
Sarah and Holly both tapping in their birdies.
Yeah, some good birdies on this hole, actually. On to hole 5. Hole 5 is 295 feet, par 3. This is really the obstacle, is getting through that gap there. Once you're up there, you're going to be having a look at the basket, and really you just want to get inside the circle on this one. The gap is pretty large, and I'm going to guess that we're going to see 4 backhands here.
I agree. And I think this is like the signature picturesque hole, right? You get the spectators up on the top of that bridge. That's a gorgeous shot.
And Sarah, oh, wow.
The guarded rocks of the green.
That was going to skip right inside the circle. Sarah, you got robbed.
Her putting's been on, so she's probably thinking
Oh.
That
2 tree kicks? That's pretty unfortunate for Holly there.
At least it kicked forward, right?
Yes, yep, you were right. Hanna here next.
Ooh, get low.
I was going to say, it looks a little high there.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, so if it did go in that creek, it's full of water today, but it's still casual because that's how it played the first day.
Oh, I forgot about that. That was a gorgeous flight, too. Very well executed.
Oh, what a shot. Get it inside circle there, probably about, what, 20, 25 feet?
Ellen's looking at her birdie. This is Hanna. So she has a good footing still.
Yeah, so since it is a river in the middle, she is able to take it backwards, so it's very helpful for that position. And what a great shot there to get up and down.
Whew, that was a great run from Holly.
Good run from Holly. She's got the announcer in hole 1 up top there, you know, she's got to deal with. That was a good run. Sarah here from just outside the circle.
Oh, I thought she had that.
Dang. Right on the line, though.
Capitalizing. Great birdie from Ellen.
Good hole there for Ellen, and I think that's her first birdie of the day, so it feels good to get that on. Holly up next for her par.
Great finish from Holly.
And there we go. We're going to get on to hole number 6. Oh, one more actually.
That was a great recovery shot from Hanna, don't you think?
Yeah, down by the water like that. That'd be a tough shot after going in the water there to execute properly. All right, folks, and we're on to hole number 6, 365-foot par 3. It's downhill, and then to the left, the creek on the left is going to be running, and it's going to be out of bounds playing on this hole. Players really want to get under that tree or out around it to the right. Ellen up first, going with the backhand.
She went a little wider this time, although I think she's in a good position to have a straight look at the basket.
Yeah. Sarah up next.
Ooh, just cleared that tree. And nestled in before the OB.
There we are. And hole 6 actually played as the second hardest hole on the course today.
Wind looks like it's playing a factor as well. Holly's... Oh, did it skip?
Ooh,
No.
that one's going to be close, I think. I think it's in bounds, though, still. Hanna next.
Ooh, that's looking great.
Oh, man.
That was executed perfectly.
When you get the cameraman to turn around, you know you threw the perfect shot.
You're like, success. Holly's on a knee with the guarded trees. Playing a little skip shot. Has a look from what? Circle's edge. Another obstructed stance from Sarah, but she capitalized to be able to get up for a putt.
Ellen here from the fairway, probably about 120, 100 out. Wow.
She was running. Oh,
I was gonna say, was she running
she
that?
was running that. There's the drop off, but there's also a safe area right there too. So I'm wondering if she's still
Maybe on that ledge,
Yeah.
and she's gonna have tap in 3 there. But wow, that was aggressive running that from back there. It sure looked like she was running it.
I definitely did. Sarah with another great putting stroke.
Great putt out of her. Making par from circle's edge is, that to me is one of the better feelings as well, because like even though you didn't get birdie, you still made a big putt to
You
not
read my
lose
mind.
strokes. Like
It's the best feeling ever.
like oh, par, good. Holly here from circle's edge.
Oh, just a little right.
Oh,
no.
It's gonna slide all the way out of bounds.
You can tell that she feels it. She feels it a little bit, but she's been putting all the effort in. That was a really, really good half bit, I think. Right, so
Yeah.
it's not going to roll down in that slanted green.
Yeah, you really want to run that again, but you can't, so or you shouldn't.
She looks like Ellen's safe on that ledge, and capitalizes.
Yeah.
Her par putt.
Way to capitalize and stand in bounds there. Easily could have went out, I would say.
Yes.
But getting her 3 there. And finally, to her second. So Hanna putting for birdie here from inside the circle. Probably only like 15 feet, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. Nice birdie putt from Hanna.
Great birdie there to keep digging herself out of the hole she started in. But she's going to be one of 2 birdies is all in the day, so.
That's fantastic. Something to be proud of.
Yeah, that was it. That was a perfect shot to watch. Go on the outside line and then just fade back, get the skip inside the circle. Great shot. And we're on to hole 7. 450 feet. It's a par 4. It's going to start to run uphill about right here. So players are going to probably throw right past that tee pad to then have a good look to get up and down for their birdie. And after that birdie, Hannah's going to be first here.
Great amount of power, getting around those trees to a perfect landing zone.
Yeah, that's the landing zone we saw yesterday that worked for players, and makes the most sense for the big right-hand backhand throwers.
Little early release from Ellen, but she's in bounds.
Gonna stay in bounds there, and no harm, no foul. She's gonna still have a look at birdie from over there. Sarah next.
Ooh, stay. No.
Unfortunately, she's gonna hit early and kick out of bounds there. It's tough on this hole to start from back here out of bounds.
Holly with, it looks like it hyzering out a little much, but it's safe.
Safe. It looked
Should
like
we
a
pinch
good
with
shot
that tree?
though.
Yeah.
Looked like it had some good distance on it.
Yes. Speaking of distance, right?
Yeah.
That was a great
Wow.
recovery shot.
I think she's going to be at the backside of the circle too, but that's a chance to save par, I think.
Yeah. Especially with how her putting's been.
Oh. Holly here looking at the hyzer line. Good skip, and she'll be inside the circle.
That looked like a good release.
Oh.
Perfect.
Under the bucket for a bullseye birdie from Holly. And next here, little patent pending.
Very good.
I think that's going to be inside the circle as well there, putting for birdie. Sarah up next here. Looks like a little shorter than we thought originally.
Just a little step putt up.
Ellen here kind of checking out what she has available with this tree in her way.
She's been going to those Annie putt approaches.
There's another
And,
one.
woo! And she does
Oh.
them so well.
Just needed that to stay in the air a little longer, and it might have been in. Hanna here for birdie.
Great birdie putt.
Those are 2 really good birdies in a row.
She's settling in.
Yep. She's like, I'm here for a reason.
Yeah,
I'm doing
making
it.
a statement.
She's back, folks.
And that's Sarah with her bogey putt. Still a great putt.
Yeah. Yeah, she was probably like 28 feet or so, so it's an important one to make. Holly
She's
just
so confident.
tapping in the easiest birdie she's had all day. Gotta love that one after having a tough last hole, but good bounce back. So we're gonna be on to hole 8. Hole 8 is a 492-foot par 4. Players are gonna have the creek on the right side. That's gonna, kind of be in play the entire way for them. Players are really gonna want to throw a straight shot to then throw into the green, but each of these shots are hard.
Especially with that tight gap off the tee.
And it looks like she turned it too much there, and yep, she's gonna be out of bounds early. Holly up next.
Look at that wind.
Yeah, it looks like it's rushing right up the gap almost.
Oh, little high release, turned over an OB.
Yep, same. Looked like almost like similar action as soon as it got through the gap, as it just got pushed immediately right.
Looks like Ellen corrected on that angle and just playing safe.
She even says it herself. She thought she had it, but then she saw it halfway through.
A big wind bounce.
Sarah next here.
Ooh, that looked good. So that wind is just pushing everything down, too.
That wind is so aggressive.
Can't get mad at fairway on this one, can we?
Holly looks to be lining up maybe a big turnover.
And hold it.
She's gonna get a lot of distance there, so I bet she's happy with that result.
I like Sarah going with the forehand play on this.
Have we seen her throw a forehand yet?
She usually throws a lot more forehand, so I'm glad to see it.
That one looks really good.
Yes.
Sit down now.
Beautifully executed. Sit. Don't do it.
Be nice.
Oh, there it is.
Okay.
Whew. That was well deserved.
Yeah.
That was a perfect shot.
Yep. So she'll have a putt from probably about circle's edge. Ellen lining up the same sidearm here. Also looks really good.
Yeah, it does.
Just needs to sit though.
Oh.
That was a perfect anti-skip. Just
sat.
hit once and dropped.
Ooh, Hanna with the forehand too.
They're all busting them out to get around this.
I know, love it.
A little short there, but she might have a putt. I don't know that she would run it though. It is a little downhill, running to the OB.
Yes, this one I think is one of the harder greens. Oh, it gets a roll off of the tree a little bit deep. It looks maybe at like 20, 25 feet.
Yep, still in bounds though. Ooh.
Half bid?
I think that was a full bid.
That was a full bid?
It looked pretty. They look pretty committed. Sarah here from looks like outside the circle for her birdie.
Yes, Sarah.
What a great birdie.
We're getting our tips here for this straddle putt.
Yeah, I just need to watch more FPO coverage. It looks like.
Love it. She looked like she was happy with that too.
Yep. Holly here.
That was a great putt from Holly.
Robbed.
Yeah.
That was highway robbery.
Don't let that get to you, Holly. The basket didn't do its job.
No. Ellen here for birdie.
I still like to say that's a great putt. Any putt on this basket, you know?
They're all a little nerve-wracking. So 2 of our players carding birdies, and there was actually only 3 birdies on the day. So congratulations there for getting those birdies.
Nice job to Sarah and Ellen. Honestly, in the position that Hanna was at, too, coming out with a bogey on there, it could have been a lot worse being back there in that OB.
I agree. But we're on to hole 9, 225 foot, par 3. There's 2 gaps really here, but either way, the shots can be moving from left to right. And I would say most players want to get this hole, I would say.
I agree. I like to see the forehand play on here.
Yeah. And Elen does it well. Plays into that hill and...
A little roll right to bullseye.
Yeah. She's going to be happy with that one.
I do like it because you can't exactly see it. So when you go up and you're a little surprised in the good way, right?
Yep. Sarah next. I don't know if it's going to...
Misreleasing that forehand.
I thought it might be able to get back, but not with a kick like that, unfortunately. Hanna next, going with the backhand turnover.
That is a great angle.
She wanted to move a little bit, but she'll be happy with that. About circle's edge. Just going to give herself a good look for birdie.
Looks like the tee pads hopefully are not as slippery. She stopped putting her towel down, so hopefully the conditions are getting a little better for the ladies.
I don't know if that was a good roll or not, but she'll be putting for birdie either way. Sarah here, throwing her third.
Got up and down.
It's a good place to land.
Yeah. That's all she can do, basically, right? From there. Look at those spectators behind the basket. And a fantastic putt.
Holly giving the people what they want. Great birdie putt there.
Hanna for her birdie putt.
There we go. She's back, folks. Couple hiccups there to start, but she's got quite a few birdies here on this back portion of the front 9.
A little tap in for Elen for her birdie.
That's a great tap in to finish your front 9. And Sarah will tap out here as well, and that's going to do it for our front 9. Look at our scores there from the front 9. Sarah, with the 1 under for the front 9, is now in the lead. Hanna, not far behind. She kind of struggled there, but quite a few birdies to keep herself up there.
She definitely turned it around.
And this is our leaderboard after the front 9 of the first round. Juliana actually jumping up to first place with 5 down through 9. It's an incredible front 9. We look forward to seeing you on the back. Jessica, thank you for being here today.
Absolutely, looking forward to it.
All right, folks, like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.